Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing 26,000 warriors and climbing. If you haven't had that shitty ass driver that when you pull up next to him, you go, I knew it. Smash that subscribe button. Go and have them smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the newest patrons. Tim, G. Nina, Elma, Stacy, Trex, Ramon, Claudia, 559 Native, Uriel, Sebastian, Eli, Jamito El Cartero, OMG, La Serenata, Edgar, Jesse, Man Down, Ain't a Code, Jeremiah, T, and Gerardo. As you can see, that list is getting fucking massive. If you haven't already joined that Patreon, make sure you hit that link in the description below. You're definitely missing out. This episode right here, man, I am fucking tired. Right? This episode right here is called Violence Should Always Be the Last Answer. Well, what do you mean, Hector? Damn, as soon as I started talking, the rain started coming down hard. I hear you, Lord. Let me tell you about violence, all right? When I was 17 and had no fucking concept of the matter or experience in the matter, your boy's right there talking about. As a matter of fact, when the Twin Towers went down on 9/11 and my dad turned on my little box 19-inch TV in my room and said, Hector, they're attacking us, the first words out of my mouth were, fuck yeah, I'm going to war. My dad said, shut the fuck up, you don't know what you're talking about. I was 17. I had already enlisted in the Army. I was a senior in high school. It's ugly, man. It's ugly. Nobody wins, right? There are no winners in war. And lately, these last few episodes, I've been turned up. I've been going ham. Foot on the gas pedal, right? It's a culmination of things. You realize I left the department. The sole reason why I left, right? You got to understand. I was in trouble. I left because I was seeing what was happening inside and nobody was able to speak about it. I mean, you know how they get that trap on you, right? And so now I'm out here and daily I show up. Daily I wake up at 3 a.m. Daily I give you a reporting, right? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Initially, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. CDCR is so fucked up. I'm going to have content for days, right? I'm going to have a topic to talk about for days, you know? But I'd rather not. It's not worth it. It's gotten too bad, so bad, and it's only getting worse. Like, honestly, I could be up here and talking about shit in the past, right? Which I would all of course, prefer. And if you were to ask me right now, Hector, would you prefer that the department will fix itself and then you can talk about past experiences as opposed to putting them on blast? Yeah, because this isn't a good feeling for me. And I figured it out, right? Even though this isn't violence, this is not me partaking in violence. It's the same concept of me engaging, right? I'm engaging. All right, I'm fucking going on the offense. I'm going on the defense. I'm moving around. They know it. Only a fucking dummy would stand still. And there's stuff that I say where I'm like, fuck, right? You guys are probably like, holy shit, everything you say is fucking, jaw dropping. I got corrected this morning, right? And I get information from everywhere. And somebody from somewhere close to the prison that I put on blast for the nepotism, right? You had a warden, you had a captain, you had the PIO, you had the mother, and then some CC3. Right, little youngster. And I didn't talk crap. You'll notice I did not. I said, hey, man, I wish you the best in your career, right? And it was for a reason. Even though I have full authority to say whatever I want, I'm not that type of person. So come to find out, that kid, and I call him kid because he's young, that youngster, he worked as an OT, office technician. For those managers, that's why it made sense that they were there. Period. Now, is that nepotism? It is what it is, man. And this is why the department has to get their shit together. I just wanted to clarify that because it's the fair thing to do, right? And that's the fucked up thing about war, combat, engaging. I'm telling you, man, I've been to Iraq, I've worked in the prisons. There's, what do you call that shit? Collateral damage. And that's fucked up, right? That's the truth of the matter. So I had to put that out there for him, right? I don't want to fuck off that dude's career at all, right? That doesn't, that's not where I came from, a point where I came from. But just to clarify things. So ever since that SEC incident, that shit's got your boy like, and that shit's still under investigation, so it doesn't matter. And it's not the SEC incident. Understand this. It's not the Ironwood incident, right? It's the fact that CDCR continues to stay tight-lipped. It's almost like if I catch my spouse cheating, right? And I'm like, hey, just tell me. And they're like, nope, nah. Fucking tell me, did you suck his dick or not? Heck, you're crazy, man. Yeah. Here we go, motherfucker. Fifth cup right here. Fifth cup. Chanate, what's up? What's happening, cuz? The motherfucker CDCR, deny, right? Deny. And it's like, hey, motherfuckers, like, hey, your hand is caught in the cookie jar. They see you, man. You have only one. The only way I can come to terms with this is they know they are protected. They know they're protected from above them, right? Politicians, governors, etc., that they're like, hey, this fool can't fucking touch us, man. We're untouchable. But again, nobody's untouchable. Not even me. With that being said, and I said it on the live yesterday, man. I come on here daily and I tell you how fucked up the inmates have it in there, right? I try to guide the loved ones of the inmates. I try to guide them in the right direction as to where to file their complaints, where the target is at, right? It ain't the fucking female CO that's being rude and catty at visiting, right? Talking about your shit's too tight. You listen to me. You want to fight down here at this level and just continue doing the fucking devil's bidding, or doing what devil's bidding, or you want to fucking solve the problem. The Code 3 staff assault Ironwood, right? It was brought to light that they are extremely understaffed. You guys, again, to you young candidates that want to be COs, you think you're going to put on a badge, you think you're going to show up to work, there's going to be full staff, you're going to have every vacancy filled. All your partners are going to be there. Let me tell you, when the department went to standardized staffing, I can't even remember what year, it was like 2012, 2013 is when shit hit the fucking fan. When we got the computers, everything went south. What standardized staffing is, every prison used to have its own, they had their own employees. Motherfucker, if Calipat needed 1,000 COs because half of them were getting beat up by fucking inmates and they have to replace the masses, then so be it, right? You're backfilling. But standardized staffing came out, and some fucking brilliant genius in headquarters or wherever he came from said, you know what? Every prison needs to have the same amount of COs, the same amount of sergeants, well, that's not how that works. Like, in reality, that doesn't work. You got to consider people calling sick, people have FMLA, people go swap off, people go out on workman's comp. Shitload of people are getting fired. Now, something we've never seen before, people just straight up quitting. Why would you quit a $100,000 job? You know what I mean? Like, because clearly it's fucking beyond dangerous. So it was brought to light that Charlie Yard was fucking vacant at Ironwood. And that's scary. For Delta Yard to kick off Code 3, staff assault, and you don't have your help right next door. So for those of you guys that have no fucking clue about that layout. All right, so imagine if you're on Delta Yard, right, and it kicks off. What you're going to have there initially are the cops on scene on that yard. And mind you, they said Building 5 was vacant. So now you don't have those cops responding. See how limited? You probably had 2 buildings, 2, 4, 6, 8, plus a couple yard staff. That's it, versus 276. And in reality, Charlie Yard should have been fully packed, right? Listen to what I'm saying. with cops in each building and on the yard so they respond. That's how this response works. So how far are the two distances between Delta Yard and Charlie Yard? Okay, I can only give you an example. Probably, you guys can quote me, probably 80 yards, probably like a football field, less than a football field, 50 yards. I'll tell you what, if I had to get if I was on Charlie Yard and I heard Code 3 staffs on Delta Yard, we get our shit on as fast as we can, we sprint to the side gate, we meet up with a sergeant, then we go in formation, we fucking haul ass. Your boy Hector would still have gas in his tank. We'll use me as an example. I work out daily. I would still have gas in my tank to fight. Oxygen. Since there was no response next door, you want to know how fucking far Alpha and Bravo Yard are? Down that one track? Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Let me see. 1 football field, 2 football fields, 3, 4, 5. It's probably 6. It is fucking far. It is fucking far. As a matter of fact, you young kids, do me a favor, you fucking baristas. Every one of you guys have a Fitbit or a fucking iWatch. Go to Alpha Yard, hit the side gate, hit your little tracker, your little GPS, and then walk all the way to Delta Gate. Just do that for me. Let me know how far that is. I want to know the distance that these poor saps had to run. The exact measurements. That escape. Yeah, they don't need it. I mean, yeah, you can say that. It's not going to give up game. If I were to run that distance, I would be gassed. I would be fucking gassed by the time I got to Delta Yard. And you still have to fight when you get there, right? You guys want to know how green works, how Hector trained. I used to train, you sprint as fast as you fucking can, and then you fight, right? MMA, hit the bag or whatever, because that's what that looks like. It spurts of violence. Right? And then it sucks. It fucking sucks, right? That's why I said violence should always be the last answer. Always, man. It's for the birds. Because you're fighting down here at the lower level, and the higher ups are getting away with what they want. This is a fucking repetitive cycle. I feel like I'm repeating myself. So if I had to run from A Yard and go help the cops on Delta, first of all, I would not run in 100% dead out sprint because I would really be gassed by the time I got there. I would probably run at a 90% sprint, breathing in through my nose, exhaling through my mouth the whole entire way. Oh, but I think they had carts and vans. But it doesn't matter. Sometimes you don't have a cart or a van, you got to run, right? Feeding oxygen to my brain and leaving that 10% for the fight. Just plus, adrenaline kicks in and then you just get a whole nother win. I might end it like this. There's a lot of fucking people that don't know what they're talking about, right? A lot of people that don't know what they're talking about. There's a lot of topics I shouldn't be talking about. And I don't. 99.9% of the time I don't, right? Because I'm not a fool. However, again, I don't like when staff gets assaulted. It really irks me. It really irks me. I don't even like when inmates kill other inmates. But I'll be honest, to me that doesn't irk me. I just don't like it, right? When staff gets assaulted, that fucking irks me. I don't know why. I think because I've always been fighting for a side that has rules, right? I was in the United States Army. America has rules of engagement, Geneva Conventions. We cannot do certain things, right? We can't massacre women and children. While the enemy we were fighting, oh my God, imagine that. If you can fight with no rules, you can use women as shields. You can put a little grenade in a little boy's hand, tell you to walk up to those American troops, pull the pin. I could never imagine fighting without rules, right? ISIS does it. The enemy does it. Even the inmates. They don't have rules. Like in reality, we have policy and procedure, right? Which refrains us from going extra, which refrains us from putting extra tips on somebody, right? So we're bound by rules. And I prefer it that way, right? You don't can't have loose cannons, right? At least I wake up every morning with no regrets, right? Like I never killed a kid. I never killed a woman, right? Like I never purposely fucked shit off. Yeah, motherfuckers got dealt with. Let me tell you, in Iraq, motherfuckers got dealt with. Fuck, they got dealt with. But they were the enemy. Back to what I was saying, right? And things that I shouldn't be talking about. I think on one of the episodes yesterday, right? Let's keep it real. It was a Sureño faction that attacked the staff. Have you ever seen that before, Hector? Thousands of fucking times. Have you ever engaged against Sureños, Hector? Yeah, yeah. I was as fucking Sentinella. Holy shit. And those certain videos bring a certain type of crowd to the comments. So be it. Everybody's welcome. Listen up, though. Bring your ears, not your mouth. I spoke and I said, ooh, now the thunder's coming. I spoke and I said, hey, those two Sureños that kicked it off. Who kicked it off? Well, the guy that assaulted the cop during the escort kicked it off, and the guy that initiated the assault and said, Sureños, Norteños, let's go. Fucking Norteños looked at him like they bumped their head, right? Well, what I said was, hey, write them off, right? Write those two off, right? Deem them no good. Of course, I'm a fucking nobody. But why did I say that, Hector? Why? You've had 16 years of experience. And then there goes the chatterbox in the comments. This is where you guys don't know. You guys don't know. Should know, right? You're following a cause. You should know. You should know your history, your present, and your future. I know your future. I know your future. I've talked to thousands. I said, you should write those two off and sacrifice them. And move on. Fucking A. No harm, no foul. Nobody loses any fucking sleep over it. And then the chatterbox went, they'll never sacrifice their own. Wow. They'll never sacrifice their own. They will never do that. The Sur doesn't do that. You guys are forgetting something, man. Pelican Bay State Prison staff assault. Those two initiators that started with a one-on-one fight, they got deemed no good immediately, right? Because that's bad for business. Yoda, who initiated the assault at Donovan on staff, he got deemed no good immediately because that's bad for business. You really think those dudes in fucking Iron are going to remain good? Knowing the pattern? 1, 2, 3. Again, when I say things for a reason. Is it any of my business? Again, it really isn't until it is. Right? Well, Hector, you're not a CO anymore. You need to stop thinking like that. Everybody just needs to stop fighting. Period. Stop fucking fighting. People want to make money. Right? I'll leave it there before I fucking step on my own fucking toes. But administration loves this fucking drama. Man, they love the chaos. They ain't trying to save nobody. They ain't trying to fucking rehabilitate no inmates. They ain't trying to bring no safety to the staff. You guys fucking know this. You guys know this. And yet you guys still continue down this path. Disappointed, to say the least. I don't like talking about bullshit. Don't appreciate it. Doesn't make me feel good inside. I just wish they would get their shit together before it's too late. The message for today is, man, you can see I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate. The fucking message for today is follow what you're passionate about, man. Whatever you're passionate about, if you once had cancer and you beat it and you want to go, hey, I felt passionate about helping others and being with them during this process because I know how it is. That's your passion, right? If you enjoy coaching sports that's your passion, like thoroughly, and like, yeah, I'm passionate about this, man. I know everything. I got the little thing, little whiteboard. I know all the um. I wasn't I wasn't passionate about corrections. I was passionate about doing the right thing. And I'm still passionate about doing the right thing and helping others. Right? That's why I haven't quit. That's why I haven't gave up. It sucks. Let me fucking tell you, it's tiring. That's for damn sure. With that, I hope you guys have a happy Friday. If you guys are in SoCal, it looks like it's raining. Keep pushing forward.